Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He scores B+. He's a good guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's likely to talk big about what he wants to do, but when it comes to putting in real effort, he usually falls short. You might hear lots of plans or grand ideas, but you won't see him working long hours or making sacrifices for his career. If he faces struggles or stress at work, he might get angry easily or even avoid dealing with it.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to break down rather than bounce back. Stress can make him lose his temper quickly or feel overwhelmed, and instead of facing the problem head on, he might withdraw and avoid dealing with it. If steady support is what you want in hard times, you may not find it here.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work probably find him pleasant and polite in normal situations, and he tries to treat others kindly. But when stress rises or things don't go his way, his short temper shows up quickly. He might get into arguments, raise his voice, or suddenly pull away from everyone.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He'll feel genuinely proud of you and show his happiness warmly. Your success won't threaten him. He's likely to celebrate it with kind words and support, and you won't see jealousy or sulking. In tough times, he might get moody, but your career growth won't make him feel less about himself.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he's more likely to feel proud of you than secretly resentful. He's warm and supportive, so your higher earnings won't bruise his ego or make him jealous. He won't make sly comments or pull away just because you're doing well.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with care and likes to keep things in order when it comes to finances. You won't find him spending recklessly or making careless purchases just for fun. If you want someone who brings stability to managing the household budget, he's a pretty safe bet.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He tends to live within his means and doesn't try to put on a show of being richer than he is. He likes to keep things orderly and prefers comfort and beauty, but he'll make these choices sensibly without overstepping his budget. With him, what you see is what you get. No big dramas or foolish spending.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and kind both with his actions and his attitude. He likes to help others, shares what he has, and tries to make people feel comfortable and cared for. When people around him need a hand, he is warm and generous.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money matters. You can expect him to discuss finances honestly and include you in decisions rather than hiding things or keeping secrets. He doesn't control or use money to boss others around.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes that housework should be shared, not just your responsibility. He likes things to be neat and orderly, so he'll often pitch in to keep the home running smoothly. You won't find him dumping all chores on you or expecting you to do everything alone.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually help with chores and diapers and not just stand on the side telling you what to do. He likes things to be clean and organized, so he's likely to roll up his sleeves and get involved where needed. You'll feel supported, not managed.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He does care about how you feel, but when things get heated, he might argue just to prove his point rather than really listen. If he feels criticized or misunderstood, he can be quick to defend himself or raise his voice. Patience can help, but don't expect quiet, easy conversations when there's a disagreement.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he might say hurtful things or act pushy, even if that's not what he truly means. His temper can flare up fast, so you may hear sharp words or see him get physically tense. It's important to give him space during these times.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who can get angry very quickly, especially when things don't go as he wants or when he feels criticized. His temper can show up suddenly, turning small problems into bigger fights. If you see this pattern now, it's wise to take it seriously and consider if you truly want this for your future.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He may find it hard to say sorry right away or take full responsibility when things go wrong. His first reaction might be to get defensive or even blame you instead of admitting his mistake. It usually takes him some time to calm down and realize his part in the problem.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He tries to be kind and respectful in general, but when emotions run high, he may struggle to fully respect boundaries on the first go, especially if he feels rejected or hurt. Most of the time, he'll stop if you say no, but sometimes he might press or argue his side before backing down. If clear boundaries are very important to you, you may need to remind him more than once for him to truly understand and respect them every time.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. His feelings are strong and he can get upset or withdrawn when he feels rejected, even though it's not your fault. You'll need to reassure him gently and help him understand it's not about him.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can usually trust him to handle private moments with care and not use them against you later. He values warmth and kindness in relationships, so he's not the type to bring up intimate moments just to hurt, embarrass, or shame you. Even if he gets angry, it's rare for him to cross that line.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and stay committed in a relationship. He thrives on warmth, connection, and building a comfortable, loving environment with his partner, rather than chasing after new attention or excitement elsewhere. You can trust that he wants security and loyalty and expects the same from you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He's not naturally over possessive, but his emotions can run strong. So if he feels ignored or insecure, a little bit of jealousy could pop up now and then. Most of the time, he trusts and gives space. But if something triggers his worries, he might ask questions or show extra attention for a while. Overall, you're unlikely to feel suffocated by him, just the occasional need for reassurance.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, being protective doesn't usually cross the line into being controlling. He means well, and his main aim is to care for the people he loves, not to boss them around or make all the decisions. His protectiveness comes from warmth, not a need to control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to handle everything alone. He likes to be involved and wants things around the house and with the kids to run smoothly, so he'll naturally step in to help. With him, you'll feel like you have a true teammate in parenting.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he may struggle to stay calm and could lose his temper quickly. Even though he loves them deeply and wants the best, his emotions can get the better of him in stressful moments, leading to raised voices, sharp words, or an upset attitude. Support and gentle reminders can help, but this is a part of him that may not easily change.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He values kindness and wants you to feel appreciated in all the roles you take on. You can expect him to step in and help with the family so you have time for yourself.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will secretly hope you quit your job after having a child. He truly respects your achievements and personal dreams, and his support for your career is genuine, not a trick to change you later. With him, your role as a working woman will be valued throughout all stages of family life.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just polite formality. He enjoys making others feel comfortable and tries to build genuine, kind connections with family. You'll notice true effort in the way he includes them and respects their needs. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he might struggle to handle it calmly in the moment. He can lose his temper quickly when things get tense or feel out of control, which may lead to sharp words or emotional outbursts that make the situation more uncomfortable. However, after some time and space, he often feels bad and tries to help fix things.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is likely warm and supportive with you in private, appreciating your individuality and modern outlook. However, around his relatives, especially older ones, he might expect you to follow more traditional ways, at least on the surface. If these expectations bother you, talk openly early on so both of you can set fair boundaries.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will want to support you and keep you comfortable, but he may not always show it strongly in front of others. He tries to avoid drama and wants everyone to get along. So sometimes he might stay a bit quiet or act as a peacemaker instead of openly backing you up in the moment. Deep down, he's on your side and will comfort you in private, but he can hesitate to challenge his family directly.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a classic mummy's boy, but he does value family harmony and his mother's feelings. In a conflict, he will feel torn, he cares about you and wants you to feel supported, but he also doesn't want to upset or disrespect his mother. He may try to smooth things over or avoid taking strong sides in public.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not someone who automatically shares every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and respects boundaries within the relationship. Most of the time, he keeps personal matters between the two of you.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, this is why this guy scores B. Plus. He's a good guy. Being in a relationship with this man means plenty of warmth, kindness, and shared routines in daily life. He notices what needs to be done and helps out without much fuss, cares deeply about comfort at home, and truly values togetherness.